crosses on the homes. And after they evicted the people out, the military went right in their practices, bomb all the homes with the white crosses in the church. That's part of the history that they're not telling over here. So they went pull their own December 7th on MAKUA prior to 1941. Yeah. You go ask, what's his name? Sparky. He knows that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When did that happen? Do you know?
I guess in 1942, right after the attack. They attacked in 1941 and in 1942.
Oh, yeah?
They evicted the people, over 2,000 of them. And the people painted all white crosses on their homes and everything, and they still found them. Even the church, they found them. Can you believe that? Yeah.
Untold history that's been buried, huh?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
MAKUA.
First thing I want to do, since people may not know, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5. The first volume, I counted the pages, 986. So almost 1,000 pages per volume, 5,000 pages, maybe 4,990, I don't know. And we're expected to digest this, read it, digest it, and comment tonight. So my first plea to the military is, in the future, and I'm sure there will be opportunities, have these testimony hearings, or whatever you call them, have them occur toward the end of the comment period, not in the beginning. Give us more time. And because it is so high, so there is so much, we need more time. 45 days is not enough. Last time, when there was even less material to go over, we had 75 days. So I think at the minimum, the comment period should be at least 75 days long. There's so much to comment, I'm going to have to limit it. The history part, in the first part of Volume 1, doesn't mention the overthrow of the Hawaiian Republic and the apology bill and the whole question of independence, or at least some kind of controversy that occurs with this whole business of Hawaiian history. Also, at least this time, you did mention that the Army signed an agreement with the territorial government in May of 1943. This is after they had already taken over MAKUA. And they did get permission to stay here until 6 months after the end of the war. But I wish you had included in your history part the fact that that agreement also stated that MAKUA would be returned 6 months after the end of the war, and it would be returned in a condition agreeable to the then government. You didn't include that. That's a very important part, and I hope that it is included in the future. Also, in 1976, an environmental assessment was done on MAKUA, and the conclusion was that an EIS ought to be done. I have that copy of the EIS, and as far as I can tell, Nothing came of it at the time. No EIS was ever done at that time. It was only done, or agreed to be done, in 2001, the settlement agreement, after Malama Makua sued by way of Earth Justice. And we did sign it where we allowed training, limited training in Makua, which is what the Army wanted, in exchange for a number of things, including doing the EIS, which is why we're here today. That agreement allowed for up to 37 CALFEXs over 3 years, starting in October of 2001 to October 2004. And out of the 37 that were allowed, the military did 26. Now they want to do 242 days, if I recall, of CALFEX training, plus another 200 days of convoy ambush training, which is, I think, more appropriate. And that adds up to 442 days of training in a 365-day year. And it'd be nice to know how you plan to do all that. It seems a bit much. In any case, Malama Makua's position has been that Makua is an inappropriate place to train. We're not against training, but not in Makua. We're not against the Army, we're for Makua. Makua is an inappropriate place to train. And these 5 volumes detail why it is, with all the endangered species, with all the cultural sites, with all the cultural history. So please clean it up and then return it to the community. Mahalo. I'll take it.